Alright, what's up everybody? We are on episode 15 of Demon Slayer, and boy, that last episode was something, alright? I've really been sort of like trying to think it over, like what the hell did I actually just watch there? But did come to the conclusion that it really was just like a full-on comedy type episode, right? And, you know, I laughed my ass off, don't get me wrong, I thought it was awesome. Super funny, but I just hadn't seen it coming, I guess, and it's really interesting to see these two new characters now that I assume have kind of joined us for the time being, at least. Maybe even for good. Like, I still wonder kind of like, okay, is Tanjiro gonna be accompanied by more people on his journey than just his sister, right? Because that's basically how it had been all this time. And every time we did come across friendlies, they would eventually leave us again. But now these two that have joined us, they've been here for a little bit now. And it's interesting because he's actually traveling with them now. But they couldn't be more different from him in terms of personality, right? On one hand, we have the boar mask guy. I think we actually got his name, and it was Inosuke. Yeah, they delved a little bit into his motivations, but they seem to be pretty straightforward in a way that, like, he is not the caring personality that Tanjiro is, and he's not, like, doing this for a greater moral purpose of, like, oh, I'm trying to protect people, or I'm trying to hurt the demons because they killed my family or something. No, he just wants to fuck shit up. And he's just trying to prove what an amazing fighter he is, and he's all in it for himself, and that's basically what his personality is, right? But like I said, super different from Tanjiro, who has much more personal motivations and a real sense of duty or morals or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and then on one end, of course, the other end, I should say, we have Zenitsu, who I still wonder what his actual backstory is, I will say, but like, emotionally speaking, he's completely out of control. You know, he just... Tanjiro always manages to keep his cool, and Zenitsu is literally the opposite, right? And so, I will say that in recent episodes, of course, his good side started to come out more, and I really appreciated that, where he does have some secret abilities, and he was very protective over Nezuko, against the boar mask guy, who was just relentless. But then at the same time, last episode again, it's just like he lost his temper again. And that just ended up in the episode becoming chaotic as fuck. And so these characters were like sent to a house where they could rest up and, you know, recover from their broken bones and everything, right? And you know, I think it was mentioned how the family in that house, they were like... in the past, they were rescued by demon slayers or something like that. So that's why they were so gracious and... I guess offering their hospitality, right? So there was this old woman there, and I don't know, it's like Zenitsu just, once again, he just completely lost it. Like, he's just making comments about how the woman is like walking fast and calls her a monster, and you know, he's like having fights, of course, with the boar mask guy still, who is just like knocking against trees and all that stuff. I'm just like, what is actually happening here, right? I loved it though, don't get me wrong, once again, I thought the episode was absolutely fantastic, but it does make me wonder, where do we go from here? It actually ended on Nezuko revealing herself to Zenitsu. I think the boar mouse guy was actually asleep, so he didn't even see her yet. And then Zenitsu, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him, but he just, he got very jealous of Tanjiro because he figured it was his girlfriend, I guess, or something like that. And I remembered how the first time we encountered Zenitsu, he was like trying to marry that girl or whatever, who was very reluctant in doing anything like that. So, I don't know, man. Where do we go from here? That's the question. I'm looking forward to finding out. Of course, the next 8 episodes are already up over on Patreon, so you can actually watch all the way up until episode 23 right there now. Go check that out. Linked on top of the description. Of course, along with full-length reactions, so you can actually watch the entire episodes along with me there as well. I very much appreciate your support. But then for now, let's actually dive into episode 15 of Demon Slayer. Oh my god. Oh, please. Oh my god, man. This is just embarrassing. I was gonna say I think he's got more than friendship on his mind, but he was actually mentioning Tanjiro, so never mind. It's that the old lady again, yeah. You better be careful, old lady, because you don't know what he's gonna do.
洗ってお返しいたしますからこちらを着てみてくださりませ。
Does he actually appreciate it for once?
ご飯は天ぷらにしましょうね。ほわほわ。
I guess those sounds are a good sign. Oh no, here he goes again. Yo, I really feel like this is just gonna be part 2. Is this just what the show is gonna be from now on? It's a doctor guy. Fully healed, so I guess they can move on again. Northeast.
では行きます。お世話になりました。
では、キリビを。
ありがとうございます。
She's giving them gifts, or what is that? Putting the box on fire, or what is he thinking? Striking sparks for good luck. Okay. You still think she's a monster, Zenitsu? What the hell did this poor old woman ever do? She's always been nice. I guess he's got quite a lot to learn in the coming episodes. You gotta teach him like basic mannerisms. Yeah, he won't allow that. Man, this really is gonna be one hell of a journey if these two guys are just gonna be on Tanjiro's side for the coming time. Yeah, I'm assuming it's a mountain filled with demons. What was that screech? That's a demon slayer then, isn't it? It's got a sword at least. Wow, he hasn't been very successful. Oh, you can see the string. Can we get some like sleeping pills for Zenitsu? So he can reveal his other self again? Because he's gonna need it here. Oh, they're showing us many creatures right now. Dude, I love these type of shots. It's like I'm just playing a first-person game. It's like spider webs. For what? Yeah, he's been getting a lot of thank yous. I guess he's not really used to that.
応援に来ました。階級水野とかまど炭治郎です。水野と
Did they ever reveal to us that demon slayers have ranks too?
意味がない。
Yeah, okay, he just talked about I wish they had sent a different rank.
お前の存在自体意味がねえんだよ。さっさと状況を説明しやがれ弱みそが。
I feel like this guy calls everybody spineless.
の方が先輩なのに。
Seniority.
カラスから指令が入って10人の隊員がここに来た。
Oh, wow.
山に入ってしばらくしたら隊員が
What the hell? Did he get like infected in some type of way where he's turning himself against his own? Could it be like in the air or... Like from what I could see, it just happened out of nowhere.
私の子供たちはほとんどやられてしまったのか。
Oh, this is the leader guy.
に気づきがいるかもしれない。柱を生かせなくてはならないようだ。
Man, something definitely is up with him. Did you see what he had with his eyes? Oh, that's Giyu.
忍。
Oh, he's sending them. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna get Giyu back in the picture. Yeah, I was wondering because it's been a good 15 episodes since we've seen him. He was only in the first one.
普通置いていくか。仲間を道端に。二人で説得して。
They actually left him?
行くからね。俺だって。置き去りにされた俺の気持ちを。
That's actually kind of sad if they actually like left him there. But although I don't think you could have really convinced him easily to come with, but
何もわかんないよな。人間のことなんて。
just listen to your sparrow's advice.
お前可愛くないよ。ほんとそういうとこ。鬼のネズコちゃんがあんなに可愛いのに。スズメのお前が凶暴じゃ。
I'm sorry, but the sparrow is easily the cutest character in this whole show so far. Okay. That's good motivation, I guess.
またこの音だ。この音が聞こえてきて、気づいたら隊員同士が切り合いになったんだ。
Okay, so it's a sound that triggered it, perhaps. Well, if that was the case, then it would have happened now as well. They would have probably started fighting each other. Oh, that's one of them. They're like straight up zombies. Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't exactly look like they're aware of what they're doing. Obviously. He does not like people speaking against him. Well, that will just knock him out, right? Oh, they're like being controlled by the threads? Like those actual dolls? Okay, so just slash that back. Interesting, what is controlling them then? Is there some like massive spider demon on the top of the trees who's like connected to all of them? Oh, it's this thing probably. Okay. So she just has like the little spiders somehow connecting them to her. I think it's a her. What a creep. I don't know how large this forest is. Well, he does seem to have a good nose.
村田さんと俺で操られている人たちは何とかする。
Wait, what? Oh, she's here already.
僕たち家族の静かな暮らしを邪
Oh,
魔す
no,
る
this is a different character.
お前らなんてすぐに母さんが殺すから。
Okay, so the son of that other one we saw, I guess. Interesting how he says don't disturb our peaceful... I don't know what he said, peaceful lives or whatever, but... Because that means they basically just want to be left alone. And I wonder if they would actually go after others then.
鬼の居場所を探れってことだろ。獣の呼吸、七の型、空間色覚。
Okay, okay, okay. I love how I'm always getting such game vibes from this show. With these abilities and stuff.
見つけた。
僕たちは家族5人で幸せに暮らすんだ。
So what, there's 5 of them in this
僕た
forest?
ちの絆は誰にも切れない。
Huh. Well, these are definitely some like interesting demons we're being introduced to now though. I wonder if we're gonna... I hope we're gonna learn more, you know, about them. Well, yeah, I think the most fascinating line that these new demons had here, you know, it was basically near the end, where I think it was the guy who said, like, don't disturb our peaceful existence or lives. I don't know exactly what the sentence was, but that indicates to me, and again, I don't know if I'm thinking a little bit too much about it and if it's not that important at all, but it indicates to me that, like, they just want to be left alone in this forest. This forest is basically theirs, right? And they just want to be left there. It makes me wonder, like, does that mean that they don't ever go out of it to, like, kill others then either? You know, like, are they actually... Because that would be a first too, right? I mean, all these demons that we've encountered so far seem very eager to, like, consume as many people as possible. And they did... Obviously, they're kind of doing the same thing in the way that they're... well, at least they're letting these other demon slayers that entered the forest fight each other and stuff. I still haven't seen them actually then consuming any of them or whatever, but like they're still, you know, they're still making sure that the people entering the forest get killed, of course, but they're not actually going out of their way to kill others either. From what I've seen so far, again, that could easily change, of course, by a next episode when we do learn more about them, but I just thought that that detail was very cool, and it's just like, again, that's what I appreciate very much about the show. Every single time when we do encounter a new... It could be very easy to just think that, like, oh yeah, I mean, this show is about killing demons, right? And then every single demon is the same. But they're always different in some type of way. And I really, really like that about the show. And it's interesting to figure out because, once again, I mean, you know that, like, Muzan is basically the main demon responsible for turning all the other ones into demons and stuff, right? But then they all seem to be still competing against each other for these ranks. But then, again, if this... demon family that's living in this forest, if they actually aren't, like necessarily going out of their way to kill people, that means they're also not really competing for these ranks either, right? So they just want to still live a peaceful life here as demons. So yeah, what the deal with that is, I don't know. Again, that's going to be interesting to find out. Is there anything else for me to touch on? Yeah, no, I mean, I'm basically reaching the same conclusion as I already reached before this episode, is that these two other characters are absolutely crazy. And there's going to be... It's cool because now the boar mask guy is sort of starting to get some, like, redemption type arc, seemingly, where, like, he's being taught, or he's given compliments, and he's... Like, other people are starting to appreciate him more, and they're expressing it to him, and it's actually doing something with him. We can see that in those scenes where he's, like, processing it, right? And I wonder if that's going to make him a little bit more mild in the future. I would assume so, because, again, if he's just going to stay crazy the way he is moving forward, it's just going to be a little bit too much, probably, right? Like, these characters will grow, all of them do, and, yeah, we've already seen that happen with Tanjiro, of course, who just got better and more, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he picked up a lot of techniques, obviously, right? And that was mainly the way in which he had to improve early on. And then now, I think with Zenitsu and with the boar mask guy, Inosuke, it's going to be more about their personalities changing. And that's what I'm looking forward to as well. yeah, other than that, that's basically what I can say, I think, about the episode that we watched. I thought it was once again very entertaining, and I look forward to seeing where it goes. For now, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Of course, the next 8 episodes are already up over on Patreon. If you want to watch those right now, you actually can. We're on episode 23 over there. That's linked on top of the description. And of course, you also get full-length reactions over there. So you can actually watch the entire episodes along with me. We also, by the way, have a Discord server. I should, mention that. Yeah, where you can talk about all these shows with like-minded people, including myself, of course. So I very much would like to see you over there and, get to actually talk about these shows with you all. So for now, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.